Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of appropriate ages, it's I, Bruce, aka Haunted Husband, and welcome to Organs Please. Now this is a rare video where you will not see my face or my face cam on this because there's nowhere to put it that doesn't block something, so I don't want to block anything for the enjoyment of the demo, so you're just not going to see my face. So just make sure you hit that subscribe button below, and without further ado, we'll talk about Organs Please. It is a dark and satirical management sim where you take control of a recycling factory with a twist. It recycles humans. Your job is to decide who gets to escape our dying planet in a cozy spaceship and who sacrifices their blood, sweat, and tears for humanity, literally. It's part of the demo for Steam Next Fest. I've had this wish listed for a very long time, so I'm glad there's finally a demo for it out. Without further ado, let's just jump right into it.
We've exhausted the planet's resources and began squabbling over scraps. It's easier to just steal from your neighbor than to consume consciously. The result was predictable, a nuclear war. We destroyed nature, opting for irradiated ruins. According to the chirp of Kager counter, it wasn't fun to live through.
I can only imagine so.
To survive, we've built the verticals of Earths, gigantic monuments for a dying humanity. First, there were our cities, then our states.
Very bleak outlook on life.
But there is no escaping hunger, so the Earth's governments opted for desperate measures, the recycling of their own citizens. Who else would lend you a helping hand for a dinner, if not your neighbor?
It was a little bit like Teddy Roosevelt.
The end of humanity was near, but then the astronomers who managed to avoid getting eaten discovered an inhabitable exoplanet, our chance to begin anew.
Alright, good for us, good for us.
The Verts had begun the construction of spaceships, arcs to colonize the new world. But not everyone will make the cut.
That's a pretty impressive spaceship. Citizens of Vert 5, the human survival community is testing. I didn't get a chance to read that. Some of these people look like Funko Pops. Ooh, cheddar. Good to know that in future society, corruption still lives on. That no matter what, that we can pay money to get ahead of our problems. So you might be saying, well, yeah, there's been several places where you could have put your face cam in that opening cutscene. Wait till we get to the meat and bones of the game, and then you will see that there's not a lot of places to put this handsome face of mine. So I might turn it on for the outro of the video, but who knows. So as you can see, there's so much stuff going on here. Like, this monitor has messages. Like, I have to go through these books. Here's a stamp that goes here. I have to work these switches. I have to go to the factory. This is a thing you have to look at. You have to look at this. So there's not really a place to put my picture, unfortunately. So let's start the day. Congratulations on your new appointment as the administrator of the factory, Miss McNeil. I have been told that you've given a detailed guide. It's where they insist so much on it, considering your brilliant results during the exam. I'm sure your uncle in the syndicate is very proud of his niece's achievements. It's a shame he's been arrested. Just let bygones be bygones. Your job is to fulfill production orders. Your first order is in the ARC's launch complex. Goals: complete the launch complex construction order on the factory. Description: the community has many main responsibilities in fulfilling ARC building orders. While Uncle Lucky's behind bars, I better stick to being a good employee. I should fulfill the launch complex order. Let's go to the factory, which is this right over here. So you can see that there's a lot of stuff on this screen as well. So I tried putting my face here, but it was blocking stuff here. Tried putting it here, but I was blocking this stuff here. So that's the last I'm going to talk about. I'm tired of talking about myself. This is the factory management screen. It displays several factory sections where your employees are hard at work. The resources produced by them are sent to the warehouse. Your task is to complete production orders. The ARC's icon will mark the tasks required to build the ship. Give those first priority. We need bones. 200 kilograms of bones to be exact. First order is to build a launch complex out of bones for the ARC. Of course, yourself won't waste away in the factory, Miss McNeil. You just need to assign employees by dragging their portraits to the relevant areas. Assign 2 employees to the bone section and a third one to any other. He has like 146 fatigue, so he can go there. You're basically the same, except you have a little bit more fatigue. So you go there, and Miss Collins, I'll put you in the... put you in the hair section. The more employees that work in a section, the more resources will be produced there. The efficiency is represented by a number in the section's window. Gotcha. So, just to take a look at this, we're taking these bodies out of the body warehouse. This person's shaving them. This person's taking out the blood. This person's skinning them. This one's sacrificing the meat. And these people are taking the bones. And the rest gets in the furnace. That's very dark and satirical. We'll get all the resources we need from the bodies stored in the warehouse in a nice chilly environment. Each body passes through the sections where employees assemble the resources. The remains are burned in the furnace to fuel the factory. Got you. There's a lot of work ahead. We need to establish a constant supply of bodies for the warehouse, otherwise the factory's production will halt. Let's get it to the checkpoint, Miss McNeil. To construct the ARC and complete orders, you'll require bodies. Lots of bodies. Cannons for recycling will come up on their own, but you'll need to pull the lever, which is this right here. Use the lever and send 5 visitors to recycling, Miss McNeil. They're glad to sacrifice themselves for the sake of the humanity. Recycle 5 visitors with low stats by using the lever. The committee wants the factory to operate without any hiccups. The body storage can't go empty or the production will halt. I need to recycle 5 red visitors by using the... Gotcha. Sorry, Paul Baker. Sorry, James Thompson. Rebecca Anderson, it's just not your day. Ronald Bennett. Sorry. Martha Robinson. Have a good one. Sometimes you won't have enough fuel for the factory. You can incinerate the worst citizens of Vert 5 to cover the deficit. Everyone will have a chance to serve the needs of the society. To refuel, burn 3 visitors with the lowest stats. Incinerate 3 visitors with low stats. Kitty needs more fuel for the factory. Ooh, sorry, Henry. Sorry, Cheryl. I apologize, Elijah. I see you got the hang of recycling and incinerating, but slow down a bit. We still need people to construct and man the ARC. We need the best citizens of Vert 5. We've marked their best qualities and their card with green for your convenience. Check the document, stamp them, and return them to the future colonists. Admit 5 visitors with green stats to the ARC. Admit 5 visitors with high stats. The committee wants to pick the best inhabitants of Vert 5 to take on the voyage to Planet 42. I need to admit 5 green visitors. Jessica, you've made it. Get out of here. Steven. What's up, my buddy? There you go. Grace. Good to see you. Daniel Wood. There you go. Complete order launch complex. Good to know. Carol, you get a pass for the day. High stat visitors increase the ARC's survivability. The committee observes this key parameter. Besides increasing construction, increasing the ARC's survivability, we also increase the committee's trust in you, awarding you various bonuses. You're saying that not everyone in Vert 5 is as perfect as I am. Sometimes you have to admit people who aren't above average in every stat. I could just dunk you if I wanted to. But do make sure that the total number of their stats is above 0. Otherwise, the ARC's survivability would be lower. The rust bucket they'll cobble together won't be flying off too far. Increasing the ARC's survivability level by admitting enough visitors with a positive stat total. We'll turn them into space janitors or something. Increase the ARC's survivability level by admitting visitors with stats totals above 0. Committee wants to be sure the ARC reaches Planet 42. There's no place for idiots on board, but average people should... Okay. I mean, that's 0, so congratulations. Actually, no. Sorry. I mean, yes. Access to the factory are not uncommon. We are always looking for new employees. Now, can you hire one? The ARC survivor level has increased. A new employee slot unlocked in the factory. ARC, oh, good. Hire a visitor with an employee card. Let him go to tomorrow's shift. Otherwise, he will be tired. Hire visitors from the factories on the floor. The committee. Nope. Sure, why not? No. Intelligence, I mean... Sucker. No. You get pretty good endurance, but no, no. Fine, even though you're stupid, you get to go in. Nope. Welcome. No. Barely. Fine, you're lucky. You get to contribute? I mean, you're still good enough to get in, I guess. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No. Thank you. You're barely good enough, but no. No. Assign a visitor to the next day shift. Hold on. No, I can get somebody better. I mean, you're good enough to go in, so... I didn't realize that I was supposed to do that. That's my bad. I kind of just... you're doing well, Miss McNeil. I wonder how quickly you can earn 250 from the deployment of the factory and other expenses. Earn 250 by fulfilling commercial orders on the orders board. The committee wants to make sure people are raising money to upgrade the factory and recover expenses. If you want to succeed, carefully plan your work order and think to... If you want to succeed, carefully plan your work on orders. Think 2 rather 10 steps ahead. Let's go to the factory. You can plan the factory's work using the orders board. It is divided into 3 order categories: mandatory, goods, and resources. The committee assigns you mandatory orders. They are needed to construct and supply the ARC. Their completion isn't optional. However, you can pick and choose which commercial orders you accept. An order you accept is moved to the respective part of the orders board. Accept all available orders. Please send the resources collected from the bodies and processed goods into the warehouse. You can check your stocks there. Maybe you already have the resources or goods to complete an order. You can do so right away and take another one. Assign employees to sections according to the orders, then return to the checkpoint. So we need blood. Textiles, and we need meat. Put you in textiles, and we'll put you in meat. Are you already tired of my guidance, Miss McNeil? I suggest you demonstrate your excellent factory management skills. Don't forget the checkpoint. Either take care of 20 visitors, you can recycle or incinerate them, or you can admit them to the Ark. Gotcha. Good enough. I just don't want you in there. Fine. Sometimes the checkpoints will be visited by representatives from the government, the syndicate, or the virtuous popule. The hands of Earth might risk coming too. The community strives to maintain the balance of factions at the Ark. We are hoping that your connections to the syndicate will not interfere with your fair and unbiased selection of colonists. Hey there, Shanice. Doing pretty well for yourself, ain't ya? Totally better than your uncle behind bars, eh? Don't worry your pretty little head about it, though. Syndicate will get him out in no time. Transfer a factory employee to the Ark for the syndicate. Lucinda asked me to get her someone for a little job, and a legal one, of course. She's not into any other kind. I need to transfer. Oh, there's a job for you. We need a chump for a stint. Can you get one of your working mates to do it? Go to the factory and send one to the Ark. You wish to transfer an employee to the Ark, Miss McNeil? Of course, you can do that. But just that you don't abuse your power. Each employee has strengths and weaknesses, some of which will be required while working in the factory. Keep in mind when planning work orders, one might be better at the meat section, while there is prime candidate for being recycled. Pick the employee you wish to transfer and send them to the Ark. The lucky person will leave the factory. Do we know who it is? I guess they didn't tell us who it was. So where's the Ark? New faction principle adopted. Try Sally Syndicate without batting an eye. Stress does not decrease faction employee performance. Nothing personal, just business. It's nice that you have powerful friends, isn't it, Miss McNeil? Skin has been kind enough to offer help in the management of the factory, construction of the Ark. Consider the limited resources the committee has accepted their help. Use the faction principle screen to see how your friends can help you. They're giving me 5 of something. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. You're doing pretty well, Miss McNeil. Carry on into usual work until the end of the day. Welcome. Welcome. You're fine. Thank you, Jennifer. I was about to say, he didn't want to get donated. You're a scientist. No. No. Sure. Arc survivability has increased. Completion order. We finally fixed the clock, Miss McNeil. You need to complete all tasks before the end of the work shift at 8 o'clock. So, blood's being done. So it means the meat's been done. So we need to move you here, move you there. And so you can stop at any time on the factory screen. Wish I could hire another person. You're just fuel at this point. Need you in skin. Are you just not... You're just not working? You're close to being recycled, ma'am. Yeah, I guess. Congratulations. Congratulations. I'd rather just make you fuel, I mean. I wish I could have you on the floor. Good enough. You've only made 4 textiles, huh? Not gonna get that order done, that's for sure. Are you gonna look at your watch? Guess what? Good job, Ms. O'Neill. Your workday at the factory is over. So is our cooperation. Are you surprised? Your uncle planned a coup at the committee, blackmail, bribes, assassinations, quite common tools with the syndicate, but he bit off more than he could chew. Know that he took a bribe from you to be employed here. You've been a good employee, but the committee is no longer trusting you. Your recycling papers have been signed. Do not resist the security officers. Your body will serve. Verify. Farewell, Miss McNeil. Vertical 77. What is this? Property of Vertical 5. Good morning, citizens of Vert 5. Shanice McNeil has been recycled. She was leading a criminal group that was planning to seize power in the committee. Sadly, due to concerns about the rebellion, the entirety of the construction factory administration will need to be reformed. The administration will be Patrick Wells, the head of the space program, rescued by us from the terrorists at Vert 77. We wish him the luck and welcome to Vert 5, the greatest place on Earth. That's all the news for today. See you tomorrow at same channel, same time. There I am. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for our look at Organs Please. It's very complex, very dark, very satirical. Has a lot of moving parts. I love it. There's going to be a description below to go wishlist it. Get the demo if it's still available during Steam's Next Fest. It's a fun time. And if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe as always. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also lets me know that I'm doing a good job with my videos that I'm making. I'll be back again tomorrow with more indie demos, indie games, and great content like this from me and developers. And so unless I've been recycled, I'll haunt you later.